What up, everybody? It's your girl July from Kickback Couture. Today, I'm going to show you how to make sure your beats are loud enough. A lot of you hit me up with questions about it, so let's get into it. Now, I'm going to demonstrate this in Ableton, but everything stands the same no matter what DAW you're in. I also have videos specific to Reason on how to master your beats. And a limiter is included, and that is what I'm going to talk about today. Making your beats loud enough. The simplest process, of course, the simplest way to do that is in the mix, but even if you're mixing as loud as possible to the point where you're just below clipping, you may not have your beats loud enough. So what you want to do is add a limiter. My limiter of choice is the FabFilter Pro L. So on the FabFilter Pro L, what I would do, this is the default setting, is change my output to -0.3 or -0.1, whichever you prefer. I like a little bit of headroom just in case so that I'm not clipping. Basically, I'm setting a ceiling so that my volume will not pass that mark. So let's go ahead and bring up the gain. You want to pay attention to this meter right here. Mine is an LUFS. You can change yours if you would like to, but I prefer LUFS because most major streaming platforms use LUFS to measure loudness. If you need a quick diagram, then screenshot this right here. This is a good diagram I got from mixing with the masters. I had one somewhere that I made. I have no idea where I put it. So this is what you can use regardless. Now, Spotify is usually -14, which is set right here. So you can either bring yours down to match that, which is a good starting point, or you can just master yours until it sounds good to you. Now, if I limit my beat to -14, this beat in particular, it's not going to be, it's not going to be loud enough. So I'm going to make sure that my beat is loud enough to my taste. Now I like that. The reason I like that is because it gets my beat loud enough to the point where, it's loud enough for one, and second, it's not loud to the point where my dynamics are crushed. So right here I have 5.33 in gain. If I bring it up, listen to what happens. My dynamics are ruined. So we're going to bring that back down to 5.3. And that sounds good to me. All right. Now, if you're interested in how to do this in Reason, same thing, same process stands. You can use whatever limiter you're comfortable using. I prefer FabFilter Pro L2. You can use the maximizer in Reason. You can even use the limiter in Ableton. Now, if you decide to use the limiter in Ableton, this meter right here made by Waves is incredible, and it can help you with figuring out how loud your beat is, because there is no there's not a good meter in Ableton yet to tell what's going on LUF wise. So we can grab the limiter and let's move that before this. All right. And our ceiling here is right here in Ableton. It's at -0.3, just as I had set it in the Pro L, which I just deactivated, so it is no longer on. Gonna bring up the gain. Now, of course, I would check in my monitors. I don't have good bass response in these headphones, so I would do that. Now, really, all that matters in this case is that my master isn't clipping and my beat sounds good to me. You're gonna hear tons of things about how loud your beat should be and all these things you should do, but in reality, as long as it sounds good to you and you're not crushing your dynamics, in turn ruining your mix, then you're good to go. If you're sending your beats to an artist, make sure you leave at least 3 decibels of headroom for the mastering engineer after recording. Definitely let me know what you would like to see next. It's all culture, kick back, and cook up.